Hi everybody, I wanted to do a quick video to show you how you can create the GIF animation that is on an image that you've created, and then how to remove the background from your 8-pose image in order to create your turnarounds. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the background. To do that, you can open WeVideo or Photoshop if you have it. The tools are essentially the same. We're going to click Photopea. You'll see that under the advanced option in the turnaround animation. So go ahead and click that. Go to File, Open, and you're going to select your 8-pose JPEG that you created when you downloaded it from the Google Classroom and click Open. To remove the background, you'll need to select the magic wand tool, click on it, select it, and then also select the layer, and in this case it just came up as background. Select the layer and then click on the background of the image. You'll see the marching ants. You'll also notice it's not going inside the character. This is because all of my line art is closed. So if we look closely, I don't have any open areas except for maybe here. And to select that, I'm just going to hold the Shift key and click on the inside a little bit, and you can see that it adds it to the selection. But I don't have any of the marching ants going inside my line art. Here's another one. I need to hold the Shift key and click the outside to get all of that in, and I'm just going to double check if there's any other ones like that, but it doesn't look like there is. This is looking pretty good. All I have to do is click Delete and then select, deselect to get rid of the marching ants. In order to keep the transparency, I have to save this as a PNG file. To do that, you're going to click File, Export as PNG. It will ask you the quality you want. Always slide it up to 100%. You can always make it less quality, but you can't make it better. And then it will download it as a PNG. Okay, now this time I'm going to show you where you might have a problem. Here's my layer. I made a little modification, and you'll see what that does in a moment. I'm going to select my magic wand tool. I'm going to click that background, but if I go in closely and I look at this, you'll see the marching ants is on the outside of the character on almost all of them, except this one here in the middle. If I look closely at that, I'm just going to zoom in here to do that, you can see that there is a break in the line art. And what's happening is when you use the magic wand tool and you click the background, it's looking for white. So it's going to go in anywhere that it can find white, and it's going to find it. So there was a break here in the line art, and so it went to the inside of this character. Notice it didn't go to her legs, but it went inside the dress. In order to fix that, we have to redraw that line. I'm going to deselect this right now, and I'm going to attempt to redraw this line. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to use the brush tool here. Select the brush tool. I could also use the pencil tool for this. Actually, I'm going to use the brush tool though and try that first. You'll see that if I paint with this, I'm painting with the color that's specified here, and obviously I don't want green, so I'm going to do Command Z to get rid of it. And you can also see that my brush is really too big. If I try to paint that in, it's not going to look very good. So up here is the brush size, and I'm just going to change that size way down, almost to just 1 pixel, because this is pretty small. Next, I have to change the color because I want the color to match the line art. So fortunately, that's pretty easy. I'm going to go up here to the eyedropper tool, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. Now you can see things get pretty pixelated, but I'm going to use that eyedropper tool, and I'm just going to mouse over maybe this darkish area here. And you can see that the color shows up in the left-hand side on the color swatch. So now when I go back to the paintbrush, and you can see how small my brush is. Everyone see that little tiny dot? I'm going to just move it around here so maybe you can see it. And now I'm going to paint this in to close it. So here we go. Okay, maybe that was a little too much. If you don't like what you did, you can always do Command Z or Control Z on a PC or on I think on a Chromebook as well. All right, so that's closed now. I'm going to zoom back out. You can also zoom in and out using the view tool here. So you can say fit the area. So now I get the whole view right here. So now I'm going to use my magic wand tool. I'm going to click on the background, and you can see now that, let's go in and look really closely. We can see that now the marching ants are going around the perimeter or the outside of the character. I still have to go in here and select this little bit. I'm just going to click over it. I'm holding the shift key in order to pick those extra parts. And now I'm just going to go back and set my view to fit area. And I'm going to click the delete button. And there we go. Now I have my background all selected and the dress is filled in. If you have any questions, just let me know.